The morning light came softly through the small window of Kai's apartment. Kai was already awake, sitting at his desk. Thinking about Nara, the alien girl had stayed quietly on the bed near the desk all night. Kai smiled. She looked peaceful, but also curious. Nara opened her eyes slowly and sat up. She looked around the room and then at Kai. "Good morning," she said in her soft voice. "Good morning, Nara," Kai replied warmly. "Did you sleep?" "Well," Nara nodded. "Yes, this place is different, but safe." Kai stood and stretched. "I want to show you more today." "There are many things to learn." Nara's eyes brightened. "I want to learn everything." Kai laughed lightly. "We will start with small steps." After breakfast, Kai took Nara on a small tour inside the colony. New Dawn was quiet but busy. People moved between greenhouses, labs, and homes. The buildings were clean and simple, made from white and gray materials. Outside, the land was rocky and red, with strange plants that grew only here. Nara held Kai's hand as they walked. She looked at everything with wonder. The small colony felt new and strange to her, but she wanted to understand. "Why are people working so hard?" Nara asked. Kai thought for a moment. "Because we want to live well here. This place is far from Earth. We have to grow food and build machines to survive." Nara nodded slowly. "On my planet, we did not have to work like this. Everything was easier." Kai looked at her with interest. "What was your planet like?" Nara's eyes grew distant as she spoke. "It was very different. We had tall trees that touched the sky and rivers of light. But then, something bad happened." Kai's heart tightened. "What bad thing?" Nara looked down. "The company sent people to take us. They wanted our knowledge and power. They said we would help them make new machines. And they did not care about us." Kai squeezed her hand gently. "I will help you, Nara. You are safe here." Nara smiled, but a small sadness stayed in her eyes. As they walked, some colony workers looked at Nara with curiosity. They whispered to each other, pointing at her blue skin and glowing eyes. Kai noticed but said nothing. He wanted to protect her. Back at his apartment, Kai tried to teach Nara more words. They sat with a small tablet that showed pictures and sounds. Nara learned quickly. She repeated words like food, light, and friend. Her voice was soft but sure. Kai asked, "What do you want to learn next?" Nara thought. "I want to learn about your machines, how they work." Kai smiled. "Okay, show you that." He brought out a small robot he had been building. It was not finished, but it could move its arms and light up its eyes. Kai turned it on. "Hello?" the robot said in a cheerful voice. Nara laughed. "It is like a little friend." Kai nodded. "Yes, it can help with small tasks." Nara reached out and touched the robot's arm. Suddenly, the robot's eyes changed color from blue to green. Kai looked surprised. "Did you do that?" he asked. Nara smiled shyly. Maybe Kai realized something amazing. Nara's touch affected the machine. It was like she had a special connection to technology. "Can you do this with other machines?" Kai asked eagerly. Nara thought, "I do not know yet. I must try." Kai's mind raced. If Nara could control machines with her mind or touch, she was more than just a smart pet. She was special. Later, the colony's communication system beeped. Kai checked his screen and saw a message from the company that sent Nara. The message was short and firm. "Return Nara immediately. She's company property." Kai's hands shook. Looked at Nara, who was watching him quietly. "We have a problem," Kai said. "The company wants to take you back." Nara's eyes widened. "I do not want to go. Please, Kai, help me." Kai felt angry. How could they treat her like property? She was a person, a friend. "We will find a way to keep you safe," Kai promised. "I will not let them take you." Nara smiled softly. "Thank you." The next hours were tense. Kai used his computer to search for information about the company. He found that they had many contracts with space colonies and often used smart pets as tools for secret projects. Kai realized this was bigger than he thought. The company wanted to control alien minds and technology. Nara was just one of many. But Kai would not give up. He began to plan how to protect Nara. Maybe he could hide her. Maybe he could ask others for help. Nara watched him work. "You are brave," she said. Kai smiled, feeling stronger with her by his side. "We will face this together." That night, Kai set up new security systems in his apartment. Cameras, alarms, and codes filled the walls and doors. Nara helped by connecting to the computer and learning the new technology. Before sleep, Nara said, "Kai, I want to stay here with you." Kai reached out and held her hand gently. "You are not alone anymore, Nara. We are friends. We will find a way." Outside, the stars blinked silently. The quiet colony held its breath, waiting for what would come next. The station was alive with new energy. Since the arrival of Commander Thaler and the message from the Xerox, everyone knew that the peaceful days were over. The puppies, still young but powerful, were at the center of the station's preparations. Ben walked through the training area, where Rin and the puppies practiced daily. The hybrids moved with grace, their small bodies glowing with energy. They had learned much, but the lessons had only just begun. Rin looked at Ben and said, "The puppies are strong, but they need to understand their power. Control is more important than strength." Ben nodded. "You want them to protect us, not just with power, but with wisdom." Mira joined them, holding a tablet full of notes. The Xyrax have sent training programs based on their technology. In history, it could help the puppies learn faster. Ben smiled. "Good, let's start." The next days were full of activity. The puppies learned to control their shields, to sense danger early, and to work as a team. Rin taught them how to trust each other and the humans around them. One puppy, named Zim, showed great skill. Zim could create strong energy waves that pushed objects away. Another, named Tira, was fast and could create a small shield around her body that healed minor wounds. Ben watched with pride. They are more than just protectors. They are our future. But the training was not easy. The puppies sometimes grew tired or frustrated. Tomas, now a close friend of Ben, helped keep the puppies calm during tough moments. "Don't give up," Tomas said to Zim one day. "Every great warrior faces challenges. You are learning." Zim wagged his small tail and tried again. Meanwhile, the Xyrax sent more messages and technology. The humans and Canathi worked together to understand it all. One day, a message arrived that made the station buzz with excitement. "There is a plan," Mira said, "to meet with other species who also fight the Dark Cloud. A great alliance is forming." Ben's eyes lit up. This could be the key to saving the galaxy. Rin nodded. "But it will not be easy. The Dark Cloud is growing stronger." As the days passed, the puppies' training grew harder. They learned to use their powers in new ways, creating barriers, sensing attacks, and even communicating through energy waves. Ben spent long hours with them, teaching not only skills, but hope. One evening, as the puppies rested, Ben looked up at the stars. "We have come far, but the real test is still ahead." Rin sat beside him. "We are ready. Together, we are strong." The bond between humans, Canathi, and puppies had grown into something unbreakable. They were more than a team, they were a family. Ben smiled, feeling hope like never before. The future was uncertain, but with the puppies leading the way, he believed they could face any darkness. The days passed quietly in Kai's apartment. But something new and exciting was growing, the friendship between Kai and Nara. Every morning, Kai would teach Nara new words. Every evening, Nara shared stories from her world through small, glowing images that floated in the air like tiny stars. Kai loved watching her eyes light up when she talked about her home. It was so different from the colony, yet she spoke about it with hope and sadness. Kai felt like he was discovering a new world just by listening. "Nara," Kai said one morning as they sat by the window, "you learn our language very fast. I am proud of you." Nara smiled shyly. "Thank you, Kai. Your words are like music to me." Kai laughed softly. "I never thought my words would sound like music." Nara's face grew serious. "Your language is beautiful. I want to speak it well." Kai nodded. "We can practice together." That day, Kai took out a small tablet. showed pictures, sounds, and simple sentences. Kai said a word or phrase, and Nara repeated it carefully. Sometimes she made mistakes, but she never gave up. Her determination inspired Kai. "Friend," Kai said, holding out his hand. "Friend," Nara repeated. Smiling and taking his hand gently, Kai felt warmth in his chest. "Yes, friend." After practice, Nara reached into her small bag and took out a tiny device. It looked like a crystal and glowed softly. "This is my storyteller," Nara said. "It shows images from my home. I want to share." Kai watched as the device floated in the air and opened like a book. Beautiful pictures appeared: tall purple trees, rivers that shone like liquid light, and skies filled with 3 suns. Kai's eyes widened. "Your home is amazing." Nara nodded. It was. "We lived peacefully until the company came." Kai asked gently. "What happened when they came?" Nara's eyes grew dark. "They wanted to take our knowledge and power. Many were taken. I escaped in the capsule. It brought me here." Kai felt sadness, but also respect. "You are very brave, Nara." Nara looked at him with trust. "Because you are kind to me, Kai." Kai smiled. "Kindness is important. It helps us understand each other." That afternoon, Kai showed Nara around the colony's small library. There were many books and devices with information about space, technology, and life. Nara was fascinated. She touched a holographic map and asked, "What is this?" Kai explained, "This shows our galaxy. We live here, on the edge." Ada traced it. The stars with her finger. So many places to explore. Kai nodded. "Yes, maybe one day we will visit your home." Nara's eyes shone with hope. "I want that very much." Later, Kai introduced Nara to his small robot again. He had fixed. Some parts had made it move better. "Watch this," Kai said, turning on the robot. The robot's eyes lit up blue, and it waved. "Hello, Kai and Nara." Nara smiled. "It is like a friend." Kai nodded. "Yes, it helps me with small tasks." Nara reached out and gently touched the robot. Suddenly, the robot's eyes changed colors: blue, green, yellow dot. Kai was surprised. "You did that?" Nara smiled shyly. "I think so." Kai realized Nara's connection to technology was stronger than he thought. He wondered if she could teach the robot new things. "Maybe together we can make it smarter," Kai said excitedly. Nara nodded eagerly. "Yes, I want to help." Days turned into weeks. Kai and Nara spent many hours learning, teaching, and exploring. Their friendship grew stronger. Kai showed Nara how to cook simple meals with the food synthesizer. And Nara told Kai stories about her people's traditions. One evening, while they sat under the stars, Nara said quietly, "Kai, thank you for being my friend." Kai looked at her. "Nara, you taught me about courage and hope. I am happy we met." Nara smiled. "I feel safe with you." Kai reached out and held her hand. "You are not alone anymore." But outside the calm nights, the company was watching. Their agents sent messages and threats, demanding Nara's return. Kai ignored the warnings. He knew Nara was not a tool. She was a friend and needed protection. One day, Kai received a message from a colony leader. The leader said the company wanted to talk with Kai and Nara about her return. Kai felt a cold worry. He looked at Nara, who sat quietly beside him. "We must be careful," Kai said. "They want to take you away." Nara nodded. "I do not want to go." Kai smiled with determination. "Then we will find a way to keep you safe." That night, Kai and Nara sat side by side, planning their next steps. They were a team now, bound by trust and friendship. Outside, the stars twinkled, like tiny hopes, to friends from different worlds, ready to face whatever came next together. Kai sat at his desk, staring at the glowing message on his screen. The company that sent Nara was serious. They wanted her back, and soon. The message was clear. Return Nara immediately. She is company property. Kai's heart pounded. He looked around his small apartment. Ada was sitting quietly by the window, watching the red landscape outside. She did not seem afraid, but Kai knew she was worried. He stood and walked over to her. "Nara, they want to take you back," he said softly. Nara looked at him, her eyes steady. "I do not want to go. This is my home now." Kai nodded. "I will not let them take you." Nara smiled faintly. "Thank you, Kai." Kai knew it would not be easy. The company was powerful, with many resources and agents who would not stop until they found Nara. But Kai was determined. I had learned much from Nara about courage, hope, and friendship. Now it was time to act. The next morning, Kai began planning. He studied the company's records and security systems. He knew the agents might come to the colony soon. Kai had to find a way to protect Nara and keep her safe. He worked on his computer, creating codes and security measures to hide Nara's location. He upgraded the apartment's defenses, cameras, alarms, and locks. But Kai also knew that hiding was not enough. They needed allies. Kai reached out to old friends and neighbors in the colony. Many people had heard about Nara, the alien girl who arrived in a capsule. Some were curious, others worried. Kai explained the situation and asked for help. To his surprise, many agreed. They did not like the company's control or its plans. They wanted freedom for themselves and for Nara. Among the helpers was Mira, a mechanic who loved machines and technology. She believed in Kai's cause and offered to help build special devices to protect Nara. There was also Len, a quiet man who worked in the colony's communications center, promised to watch for any signs of the company's agents and warn Kai in time. With their help, Kai felt stronger. He was not alone. That night, Kai and Nara sat together, talking quietly. "Nara," Kai said, "we have friends who will help us. We can face this." Nara smiled, reaching for his hand. "I trust you, Kai." Suddenly, the apartment's alarm beeped loudly. Kai's heart jumped. "Len." Kai called on the communicator. "Company agents are near the colony," Len's voice replied quickly. "They will arrive soon." Kai looked at Nara. "We must be ready." Nara nodded. "I will help." Ow! The next hours were tense. Kai, Nara, and their friends prepared quietly. Mira brought new gadgets, small drones that could watch the area and send messages. Len set up secret communication lines. Kai tested the apartment's security. The doors locked tight. Cameras watched every corner. But Kai knew the company agents were skilled. They might find a way in. When the agents finally arrived, they moved carefully through the colony. Their faces were hidden by dark helmets, and their voices were cold and firm. "We are here to return Nara," one agent said to the colony leader. "She belongs to the company." The colony leader frowned. "Nara is safe here. She is not property. She is a friend." Agents did not reply. They started searching the colony quietly. Kai and his friends watched from a distance. Kai's hands trembled, but his mind was clear. Suddenly, one of the drones spotted an agent moving toward Kai's apartment. "Agent approaching your location?" The drone's small voice warned. Kai looked at Nara. "We must move." Nara nodded. Standing quickly, she held Kai's hand, and together they slipped out the back door. The colony was dark and quiet. The red rocks and strange plants hid their steps. Kai led Nara to the underground tunnels beneath the colony. These tunnels were old and forgotten by many, but Kai knew them well, so they were safe. Inside the tunnels, the air was cool and still. Kai stopped and looked at Nara. "You will be safe here," he said. Nara smiled softly. "Thank you, Kai." Kai felt a strange mix of fear and hope. The company was powerful, but so was their friendship and courage. In the darkness, Nara touched the wall. Her fingers glowed faintly, and the wall shimmered like a wave. Kai watched in amazement. "You can do that?" Nara nodded. "I can connect with technology. The tunnels have old machines." Suddenly, the wall shifted, revealing a small hidden room filled with old equipment and computers. Kai's eyes lit up. "This will help us." Nara smiled. "Together, we are strong." For the first time, Kai saw not just a smart pet or an alien girl, but a powerful friend who could change the future. Outside, the company agents continued to search. But inside the tunnels, Kai and Nara prepared for what was next. They were ready to fight, not with weapons or violence, but with courage, friendship, and hope, and they would not give up. Kai and Nara sat quietly in the small hidden room beneath the colony. The old machines hummed softly around them. Dust covered the walls, but the technology was still alive. It was a secret place, safe from the company's agents above. Nara touched a dusty control panel. Her fingers glowed softly as she connected to the machines. The screen flickered to life, showing strange symbols and lights. Kai watched in awe. "You really have a special gift." Nara nodded. "I learned from my people. We could talk to machines and control them." Kai smiled. "Then maybe these old machines can help us." Together they began exploring the room. There were computers, communication devices, the small robots that looked like they had not moved in years. Kai found a console with a blinking light. This might be a communication system. Nara reached out. "I can try to connect it." She touched the console. A soft glow spread from her fingers. The screen changed, showing a map of the colony and its surroundings. Kai's eyes widened. "This is amazing. We can see where the company agents are." Nara smiled. "We can watch and prepare." For hours they worked together, bringing the old machines back to life. Nara's gift helped them repair and control the devices faster than Kai thought possible. Kai felt hope growing inside him, at a secret weapon, the knowledge and power hidden in the tunnel. Suddenly the screen showed a blinking red light. A new signal appeared. Kai looked closer. Someone is sending a message. Nara listened carefully as a voice spoke through the speakers. It was faint but clear. "Help, ... colony. Company agents." Kai and Nara exchanged worried looks. Someone else was in trouble. "We have to find who is sending this," Kai said quickly. Nara nodded. "Maybe they are another friend." Using the communication system, Kai tried to locate the signal. It was coming from a small part of the colony. Near the old warehouse district, Kai and Nara decided to investigate. They knew it was risky, but they could not ignore the call for help. They moved carefully through the tunnels and up a hidden stairway to the surface. The colony was quiet, but the red sky still glowed with the fading light of sunset. Kai whispered, "We must be careful. The company agents are still here." Nara nodded. "I will watch." They reached the warehouse district. Old buildings stood empty and silent. The ground was dusty and covered with broken crates. Kai's communicator beeped. "Agents are nearby. Move fast." They followed the signal to a small building at the edge of the district. The door was locked, but Nara used her glowing fingers to unlock it gently. Inside, they found a young woman sitting on the floor. She looked tired and scared. Kai stepped forward. "Are you okay?" The woman looked up, eyes wide with relief. "Thank you. I am Lyra. I work for the colony. The agents captured me because I tried to help Nara." Kai's heart beat faster. "You helped Nara?" "How?" Lyra explained. "I knew the company was watching the colony. When Nara arrived, I wanted to protect her, but the agents found me." Nara smiled softly. "You are brave." Lyra nodded. "We must stop the company. They cannot control us." Kai helped Lyra stand. "We will find a way. You are safe now." Suddenly, the door burst open. Company agents rushed in, their weapons ready. Kai grabbed Nara's hand. "Run." They dashed through the warehouse, dodging the agents. Nara's glowing fingers touched the walls and machines, opening hidden passages. Kai and Lyra followed quickly. The agents shouted and chased them, but Nara's knowledge of the tunnels gave them an advantage. After a long run, they reached the secret room again. The heavy door closed behind them. Just as the agents tried to follow, Kai leaned against the door, breathing hard. "That was close." Lyra smiled. "You saved me." Nara looked at Kai. "We must be stronger." Kai nodded. "Together we will protect the colony." In the hidden room, they worked through the night. Lyra helped Kai, and Nara understand the colony's defenses and weaknesses. Kai's mind raced with ideas. They could use the old machines to send messages to other colonies, warning them about the company. Nara's eyes shone. We will not be afraid. As dawn approached, the small group felt hope. They had found a new friend and a new purpose. Outside, the red sun rose slowly over the rocky land. The colony was still, but change was coming. Kai, Nara, and Lyra knew their fight was just beginning. But together, they were ready. They would protect their home and each other. Kai, Nara, and Lyra sat together in the hidden room beneath the colony. Outside, the soft red glow of dawn was slowly fading. Inside, the old machines hummed quietly, filling the room with a feeling of hope. Kai looked at the small group. I have to send a message. The other colonies need to know what the company is doing. Lyra nodded. If we warn them, maybe they can help us. Nara touched the control panel. I will try to connect with other colony signals. The three worked side by side. Nara's fingers glowed softly as she connected to the old machines. Repairing circuits and activating long-unused antennas, Kai watched, impressed by her skill. You make this place come alive. Nara smiled quietly. This is my gift. I want to use it to help. After hours of work, a faint signal appeared. On the screen? It was weak but clear, a message from a nearby colony. Kai's eyes brightened. We found them. Nara began sending a message of their own. She typed simple words and images, explaining the company's threat and asking for help. Lyra sat beside Kai. We need to be careful. The company will try to block our signals. Kai nodded. We will change frequencies and send many messages. We cannot stop. For the next days, they worked tirelessly. Kai and Lyra guarded the tunnels and watched for danger while Nara kept the signals alive. Sometimes, the company's agents came close. They searched the colony and tried to find the hidden room. But Kai and his friends were ready. The tunnels protected them, and the old machines helped them stay one step ahead. One evening, as Kai rested near the entrance, he heard a soft noise. He turned quickly and saw a small figure approaching. It was Mira, the mechanic from the colony. Mira, Kai said with relief. What's wrong? Mira looked worried. The company is sending more agents. They want to take Nara and stop. Your messages, Kai frowned. We knew this would happen. But we are ready. Mira held up a small device. I made something for you. It can jam their signals and block their communications. Kai took the device, smiling. Thank you, Mira. This will help us. Together, they returned to the hidden room. Kai showed Mira the machines and explained their plan. Mira nodded. I will help you build more tools. Nara looked at Kai. We are stronger with friends. Kai smiled. Yes, Nara. Together we are stronger. That night, as the red stars twinkled above, Kai felt hope. The company was powerful, but so was their courage and friendship. Suddenly, the machines beeped loudly. A new message arrived. Kai opened it carefully. It was from another colony, a message of support. We hear you, the message said. We will stand with you. Kai shared the message with Nara and Lyra. Their faces lit up with joy. We are not alone, Nara said softly. Kai nodded. This is just the beginning. Outside, the colony slept. But inside the tunnels, a small team worked to protect their home and each other. The fight was far from over. But Kai knew one thing for sure. Together, they could face anything, and they would never give up. The colony was quiet, but the air was thick with tension. Kai, Nara, and their small team had spent many days preparing, sending messages, and guarding the hidden room beneath the tunnels. The company's agents still searched, but so far, they had not found them. One evening, as Kai was checking the communications system, the door to the hidden room opened slowly. Everyone turned toward the sound, alert and cautious. A tall figure stepped inside. The visitor was a man dressed in simple clothes, not like the company agents Kai had seen before. His face was calm, but serious. Kai stood up. Who are you? The man smiled gently. My name is Toma. I am from the Council of Colonies. Lyra stepped forward, her eyes wide with surprise. The council? How did you find us? Toma nodded. We received your messages. The colonies have been watching and listening. You want to help? Kai's heart raced with hope. We need help. The company is trying to take Nara and control all the colonies. Toma's eyes grew serious. We know. That is why I came. The council cannot allow one company to control the future. Nara looked at Toma carefully. Why come alone? Toma smiled. Sometimes a quiet visit is better than a loud army. I am here to learn and to help plan. Kai relaxed slightly but kept his guard. What can the council do? Toma sat down. We have ships, resources, and people who want freedom, but we must act wisely. We need your information and your courage. Kai nodded. We will share everything. Over the next hours, Kai, Nara, Lyra, and Toma spoke about the colony, the company, and their fight. Toma listened carefully as Nara explained her powers and the technology in the tunnels. I am impressed, Toma said. Your connection with technology is rare. It can be a great help. Nara smiled softly. I want to use it to protect my new home. Toma looked at Kai. You have done well to protect Nara and send the signals. But now we must plan our next step, Kai asked. What is the plan? Toma explained. We will send a small fleet to the colony. But first, we must make sure the company cannot stop us. Lyra asked, How do we do that? Toma reached into his bag and pulled out a small device. This is a signal amplifier. It can boost your messages to all nearby colonies and ships. I took the device carefully. This will help us reach more people. Toma nodded. Yes, and we will work together to build defenses and prepare for any attack. The team worked late into the night. With Toma's help, they connected the amplifier to the old machines. Soon, their messages were stronger, clearer, and reached farther than ever before. Kai watched the screen as responses came in from distant colonies. Words of support, offers of help, and plans to join the fight. Nara looked at Kai. We are not alone. Kai smiled. No, Nara, we have many friends now. Days passed and the colony began to change. New people arrived secretly, bringing tools, knowledge, and hope. But the company was not idle. Their agents increased their search and sent new threats to the colony leaders. One afternoon, a warning message came from Len. The communications watcher. Company fleet detected near the system. They will arrive soon. Kai felt the weight of the moment. The fight was coming closer. He gathered Nara, Lyra, Toma, and Mira in the hidden room. We must be ready, Kai said firmly. The company wants to take everything. Toma nodded. We will stand with you. The council fleet will arrive in time. Nara looked at Kai with determination. We protect our home. Mira smiled, holding her new gadgets. Let them come. Together, they prepared defenses, set traps, made plans to warn the colony. At night, Kai stood at the entrance to the tunnels and looked up at the stars. The red sky was calm, but his heart was full of hope. The fight was coming. But with friends from near and far, with courage and unity, Kai believed they could win, because sometimes even the smallest light could shine brightest in the dark.